Done a good job.
Our Lord is wise, right? He knows how to play it. The reality is that Fnatic, I think, right now have been looking much less shaky than Envy in this situation, despite the fact that Fnatic probably had the easier match versus Hellraisers, all in all, because of the mental difficulty that Hellraisers have had to actually get past second maps into third maps, etc. in the past. Still, the fact that Dignitas managed to rattle Envy that much when you're talking about a top 2 team in the world, it should be much more close than that, or much more decisive than that, rather, for Envy. So I still put Fnatic ahead. I'm going to give them the edge, but let's see now as Fnatic are starting on the CT side of Dust 2.
Yes, they are. A bit of a snake, all of them nearly wielding Glocks, except for MBK. They're making their way from upper into lower and leaving one guy behind. That's Happy. In case someone was listening close by and they're going to try and sneak up behind all those players, and they could easily go for a mid to B here as well. olofm in the corner, going to get overrun. NBK with a great double kill, and KriMz gets one in return, picks up a double, switches out the pistol, but there's a guy right behind him. He's not going to realize Shox gets the kill and makes his escape away from Pronax. And JW now taking a fight, but this is not going well. Has to reload behind the pillar. Happy's getting back up quick. He's going to get killed. 3 bullets left. JW picks up the gun, but not quick enough. Now Pronax fighting. This is a non-stop battle, and Pronax is alone. 11 bullets left here. Goes for the reload, but they are in a crossfire, and there it is. Envy pick up the pistol.
What an incredible battle. It's so hard to pick apart that because there's literally like 40 seconds of non-stop action to start us off in the first round of this grand final. But there you have it. It looks like once the dust settles, they actually managed to pull it off, and Envy will be starting off strong here in this best of 3. So the best possible start they could have had here. And there, yeah, I mean, they now have the 3 rifles. They have the MP7s as well. And Fnatic, of course, they're going for the buy, and it looks like they want to put on a bit of a demonstration themselves. They've got 2 scouts, so we'll see how effective they actually are with the gun. Because MBK, he's going to be judging.
You know, he was already feeling the pain of it. He ran into that scout on long, and he's down to 38. He knows exactly what this is all about, and it's also one of the reasons why this is going to be really fun grand finals, isn't it? We get to see who's currently leading at the very edge of the metagame here, it seems. And actually, I mean, 2 SMGs as well on the Envy side. I'm glad they picked up the Galils and the 1 AK here as well, because that does give them some chance to fight against the rest here.
There's currently 4 players stacked up on A site right now for Fnatic, with 1 holding in mid. They've completely given up the B site. Nade, they're massive damage being dealt to Envy. They're getting softened up. Not a single point of damage taken by Fnatic yet. And look at that. NBK down solo. Keo as well. It's not looking too healthy here for the Frenchman.
That grenade was actually sick that was being put out from Catwalk. Then I think flusha was the one in charge. kioShima comes charging through. Straight headshot. Pronax with a quick double. Still got 12 bullets left in the 5-7 and wants to move over a bit closer. 1 bullet here. He wants to reload, but in that corner it's not going to be so easy. He's actually maybe going to get overrun. He will be. Happy to take him out. And now olofm and KriMz, well, they're trying to get up behind short real quick, running through the smoke right here. Happy's on the other side with the MP7 in hand, and they're going to go for a boost on top, and Happy goes down. KriMz will the jump scout, and it's a 2v2 bomb just going down now. And Shox up here. 1 bullet from almost anything is going to take him out, and even worse for NBK. He's on 3 health. Shox tries to do the duck here, but they're at all angles, and it's going to be, in the end, him going down, and NBK trying to hold it from pit.
And NBK, I mean, he's pretty firm in this position, and they're very low on Fnatic's side as well. So with the Galil, let's see if he can actually get it done long range right now.
Yeah, they did it. No time.
No kit, no time, and Fnatic are going to have to back off. They managed to get the best out of this situation, holding on to that AK on olofm, so they will have some firepower going into the next round, and they certainly have made this extremely expensive for Envy, nearly winning out right there. But 4 players down for Envy makes that not worth it at all. Fnatic now, I'm wondering if they're going to go full Envy on us. Getting 4 kills in the second round, do they force up again, Anders? Do they go for it? They have to realize they were so close.
They could, especially with the 2 rifles saved here, but they're actually going to play it really cool instead. olofm with an AK, and he's already get tagged up in the middle here. Just KriMz trying to see if he can find an opening. JW, the C-set 75 in hand. If he went for the repeat, he might have got that kill, actually. Happy was very low on health, but MBK is not stopping for anything. He's charging up long with a couple of teammates. Smoke goes off, and I like this style from EnVyUs. Instead of taking long fights with Fnatic and seeing who comes out on top, they go for the bomb plant quick.
And they are going to be able to get that fairly reasonably. Yeah, there you go. Plant for long as well. So now they have position from Car. They can hold it from long as well. Make use of that scout on SmithZz if he wants to. Ooh, very difficult position here, but there's Happy position. Manages to catch out JW. That's 1 rotator down. Second one nearly falls. Pronax dancing on the edge there. With the Glock, Happy should be able to pick up that kill. Not a whole lot that Pronax can do. Drops him low, but no reward there. And the remaining 3 members for Fnatic still spread out, still hunting right now, trying to find another AK to play with to bolster the one that olofm has, and he gets a headshot onto NBK.
Yeah, KriMz still alive up here. One single USPS shot here would be enough. It's a 2v4 right now, and they just need a couple of more pickups, although flusha is gone, and Happy stays alive. Pretty well done on his part right there. Triple kill and saving all that he could save. So, not the best follow-up round for Fnatic. Not sure if it's the lack of a force-up or anything. I still think they did, they did what they thought was best in that point, and it's really hard to call early on. Now, though, they are going to get a chance to really reply.
Yeah, now the fun begins. And do we see JW go for the AWP? Do we see olofm go for it right off the bat? Neither of them, actually. No glass cannon. Straight M4s across the board with nades to go with it. So this is quite a bit of a change, actually. There's not going to be an AWP on EnVy, but there is going to be a scout. So they do have that to play with, but this is a lot of the running gun that's possible now between both of these teams. They're not going to be relying on the AWP to hold these angles, and shots going through the smoke onto Happy, but JW gets as good as he gave.
Yeah, grenade to follow up. JW would have been dead if he had stuck around, but a little bit smarter than that. Flashes, smokes into the middle. The bomb is making its way into upper dark, and the setup right here. I wonder if Fnatic are going to stay inside and try and fight. I wish they would go for some of the Titan-esque defense where they just push upper dark and try and fight them there instead. Because when you get sandwiched in B bomb site, unless they can get some help from flusha and CT spawn, it is always so rough, isn't it?
There's the smoke to make it look like they want to head to B, so that's going to actually, that really is going to lock down at least one of the players onto this B site. And Pronax can't feel too healthy about rotating off either right now. So EnVy doing the best they can to stack the odds in their favor going towards this A site. And there's only one guy holding solid, and he's on A slope. That's Pronax.
I'm wondering if EnVy were just testing the middle then to try and figure out how they were holding. flusha's still in CT spawn, and look who's running up B. Now they're making it sound like flusha, but, oh, sorry, like someone's coming up. Shox is going to end up going down.
Very clever stuff, but that Molotov not going to be useful. In fact, it could actually be detrimental. They're going to have to wait for it to clear before they get the plant for Cat, but there's the second kill coming through. Keo takes out flusha. JW, olofm, and KriMz, the last players alive here for Fnatic, and the lurk once again. Happy is just, he's got this sixth sense to be in the right place at the right time to pick up the kills.
They almost line up, but not quite enough. olofm going to be all alone, and he will fall back immediately, not going to try and fight it here. So 4-0, and the home team here doing a good job at the beginning. So, see if olofm can actually make it out alive, or if he's going to be found out. Seems like they're going to run far away indeed. When they put up that smoke initially for CT spawn, and they actually see that there's no one, there's no counter flashes coming in, no pop flashes or anything, that also gives EnVyUs a clue that there's nobody playing immediately close to middle. At least if someone was, they were playing quite cold. They weren't like checking anything was going on. And that means they might have been able to guess that, well, I mean, if there was someone middle, the greatest thing you can actually do is try and, or at least a good response to that would be to try and take that person down. Because if you take down one guy in middle on the left side of middle towards B, that means you know there's only one more guy left in B, and then you can rush him, right? But the way they figured it, would probably realize there's two people inside of B because no one was responding in middle, making it a little bit more tricky to try and go for that push. And they changed their mind, I think, halfway through that. I think if someone had showed themselves in the middle for Fnatic, that would have been a different round from EnVy.
Possibly. If they could get an entry frag, of course, that might spark it. But that could have also been disaster, because then you have two guys holding solid on that B site, and it's a bit tough to crack if you're trying to rush up B slope. One good spray, and your whole plan could fall apart. So they ended up making the correct call in the end and actually catching out Fnatic, who are definitely struggling right now. olofm saves a gun at the end of that round, but that's not going to be good enough going into this one here. It should be another round of eco, or at least pistol upgrades coming in for Fnatic. But they definitely don't want to let EnVy, and a team that already excels at picking up T rounds on Dust 2 right now with the current meta, they don't need to be giving them 5 rounds at the beginning. That's not going to make them feel very confident.
No, definitely not. Strong start for EnVy. They just came really hot out of this match, whereas Fnatic had a bit of a cooldown period before we've seen their semifinals. So, yeah, definitely just continuing on from their victory against Dignitas has to feel pretty good right now.
So apparently, I thought I heard that it was a hardware issue that they're trying to fix right now, so maybe a mouse or something bugging out. So it's a quick thing. It's a quick thing, apparently.
All right. No big issues here, so do not panic at home. And the signs still being there. It's been a long day for some of these people who've been here, you know, all along, trying to set up. I guess the first people were let in around, what, 11:30 or 12-ish?
Yeah.
So, yeah, some of them have been here for 10 hours or more.
And they've got, I mean, the thing is, man, they need to hire their they need to hide their red-rimmed eyes behind those sunglasses as well, right? You know, just too cool. Just too cool, you know? But yeah, I mean, you actually recognize faces of like some of the people who've just been sitting all day to watch these games. So real sick to see that, and it's just been an amazing turnout here throughout the entire tournament as well.
Yeah,
so
it definitely
the French
has.
scene. I mean, it is basically everything we were kind of hoping for coming into France, and I'm sure the Dreamhack are very happy with the turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting coming here, but I was impressed beyond what I expected anyway. This was like bigger and more well put together than I had thought. The location here in Tours is really amazing. So yeah, definitely really impressed by that. Shox still just looking a little bit worried, but I'm not sure it is a sign of worry. It's just like his default face, isn't it?
It is his default. But it looks like we're going to go live again. The countdown has begun, and so heading into the 5th round here, Fnatic with their backs to the wall, essentially, and they're going to go with pistols as well. No force buy, nothing crazy coming out of them. This is almost a situation where I would say that EnVy, they would be a team to go for it. This is where you start to see the difference between the two teams. Fnatic, a little bit more measured in their approach, not willing to take the big risks that EnVy are. There you go. olofm only gets the 1, so that's the M4 down now for Fnatic.
And no one's there to pick it up on short either, so now it's all up to pistols here. Nice push-up from Long, but the problem is they're going to lose the B-bomb side in the meantime. He almost no chance that Fnatic can hold it down. Good kill from flusha, actually fights his way into upper dark. It would be sick if Happy was the one carrying the bomb up there, because then they would buy enough time for the rest of Fnatic to show up. But as it is, 3v3, that one AK might be better saved than it will be trying to retake this bomb site.
Yeah, because JW has recovered olofm's M4 rather. So they have 2 rifles. They have the 5.7 and a smoke on Pronax's side.
$7,500 currently running around between these 3 players. That's a lot to save.
It's just like let Pronax actually go forward and see if he can't go for the exit frags. Buy time for the other 2 teammates to back off and hold on to those guns. I think that's got to be the play here for Fnatic, except that they found a 3rd rifle as well.
Yeah.
So at this point now, it's basically everybody saved because you've just saved a whole lot of money going into the next round. Yeah. This is a big play from Fnatic.
10,700 currently is what they're running around with here, so that is definitely worth saving, without a doubt. Bomb goes up, and EnVy pick up a 5th round, so definitely feels good for them right now. There's chance for a double orb if they wanted it. There's one. Are they going to go for a second one here? No, they won't. But on the other team, I'm wondering. No, still no AWP. EnVy are content with just playing fast-paced and overwhelming Fnatic before they get a chance to set up.
I think that's the key word. They want to overwhelm Fnatic. They cannot let Fnatic get comfortable. They saw what Fnatic did. Once they are in that comfort zone, they just tore Hellraisers to shreds in the first semifinal of the day. So EnVy, they just want to keep, basically, they just want to keep jabbing Fnatic, keep them on their toes. Don't let them rest, and don't let them find the strength to throw a punch of their own.
Grenade on
nice
in.
HE.
Yeah, very
Max
good
Max damage
indeed.
pretty much onto kioShima there. That's not going to be good.
Still love this smoke into middle, very fast, and now they're going to pop the flashes through 2 people holding inside. It's olofm and KriMz. They have to come up with at least a couple of kills here. flusha pushing through their smoke. They line up. Triple spray down from flusha. What a great kill. And actually, I think KriMz stole one of them in the meantime. Happy's going to be alone inside the B-bomb site. 1v4. Takes one. Fnatic could just play this smart and safe and wait till everyone is there and then jump him at the same time. Happy caught on the plateau here. Got to get back behind the box to save it. Grenade out, not almost going to kill KriMz, in fact. And Happy's lethal, even in a 1v3, apparently.
The only issue here is that Happy, that bomb is out on B slope, so he has no real way of getting to it right now. With 3 members alive, and KriMz is going to pick up the first, well, his 3rd kill, but his 2nd kill was a thing of beauty. That was like fadeaway shot through the doors right there, just catching MBK in the face. That was perfection from KriMz. But that's a combination play there. flusha with the perfect timing to go through the smoke. Look at that. Not a single member of EnVy watching that CT smoke. They just assumed that they would have the timing. They would hit that window perfectly to be able to get up on there and get into that site. Fnatic showing them that they can't let their guard down for a second or they will get punished, and SmithZz will actually start things off pretty strong here by tagging KriMz when he heads over to that B side across mid doors.
Well, I think because of the speed of that new smoke, very often they will actually have time to do it, because whoever's holding CT spawn won't have that much time to think, okay, here it comes, I'm going to set up, I'm going to jump up on the box and try and shoot over, right? So fast that if they just run immediately, they might be in B before you really have time for it. Good leg shot there. olofm and KriMz are both low on health.
JW refuses to back off there either, so. All right, now look at Fnatic, a double approach onto Cat. This is very interesting. EnVy, they saw this as well versus Dignitas, that EnVy were favoring the kind of Cat push up onto A site plays, so Fnatic trying to take that into account right now. And with how they're holding on A site as well, they've given up control of Long. So this comes down again to one of the basic plays of A site for CT is when you want to be able to hold on to either cat or long. The last place you want to be is stuck on that bomb site. So Fnatic this time have elected to just stop Envy head on. If the rush comes through, it's going to come down to the headshots for Fnatic, and this could get very scary indeed.
Oh yeah, they're setting up for it now. 30 seconds left. Envy pushing around, and Shox picking up 2 stunning headshots. Pronax and flusha, they never knew what hit them, and the rest of Fnatic, they just run immediately. No idea of even trying to fight that. Just running away. No chance at all. That kind of entry is mind-blowing. If you can do that, then you can make any team look bad.
This puts Fnatic in a horrible position. I mean, talk about the worst possible start you could have on the home team on the home team's map as well. Fnatic right now, what is going on with them? They aren't hitting the shots that we're used to seeing from them. Shox, though, I mean, there's also no accounting for Shox basically opening things up with a double headshot on Cat like that. But that's basically what Fnatic, with those players in that position, that's what they're aiming to do. kioShima just zones in on olofm and takes him out. Now JW crouching on the site, catches him at the edge, and they're actually making this a very costly situation here. KriMz hiding in that smoke will live through to the next round. They might have enough here to cobble together a buy with olofm.
Sort of feel like they might have to. Just think of the massive difference between the Envy that we're seeing now and the one we just saw against Dickenshouse on the very same map. Like Shox just running in like this and opening up whole rounds. There wasn't anywhere near that. A nice gap shot there as KriMz is already down to 20 health. That was right through the door in there. SmithZz going to pick up that 80 damage onto KriMz.
That's also, I mean, they just cannot catch a break. And wait a second, where'd that AWP come from? JW all of a sudden, he's just like, this sounds like a sound investment.
He had 7,000 at the beginning, so I think he just decided, whatever, I'm just going to go for it. Probably still has 2,000 anyway, so I think it's actually just a way of evening out the economy. He picks up a kill. Is he going to go for more? He's ready and waiting. Flashbang goes in. NBK picking up 1 kill, and he misses the chance. And NBK will not hesitate.
Just go powering onto that site. flusha's holding close, but there aren't really many choices for him. They need to find out where kioShima died, so maybe they can actually pick up that gun, but that's not going to be the case. There it is, actually. flusha with the P250 picking him off. But he is now the last man alive. Shoxy's taken out his teammate, and Shoxy hunts down flusha as well. Comes through for the wraparound, and that is going to be Envy up on 7 rounds now. T-side does too.
I need to see Fnatic switch up the style here a little bit. I really want to see them go for an aggressive move here. Double upper or pushing middle. We've seen some crazy mid push from Fnatic in the past as well. Oh, that's a nice. Yeah, he actually hit him. It wasn't even a gap shot. He just hit him right in the leg.
I believe that was JW. He missed him. Oh, there's SmithZz again. SmithZz has been so consistent. JW does peek forward from mid doors, however. He gets that headshot onto SmithZz.
Yeah, nice long range shot.
That's that 1-2 combination.
Is he looking under the smoke there a little bit? That is cheeky. Kind of like that, playing really close to the doorway here. Over at long, Shox has been getting so many entry frags. Is he going to be able to land one on Pronax here, who's trying to hide in the pit? Tabbing away a couple of times, living a dangerous life here. Pronax is going to walk a little bit further up, and Shox is there to get it. Spray control is unreal.
This is what Thorin was mentioning before this match as well. The fact that when Shoxy plays, hits that level.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like I said, if kioShima gets unleashed, it's good. If Shoxy gets unleashed, it's on a different level. It's an entirely different level. What's weird is if you only joined the Counter-Strike community within the past 4 or 5 months, you will have never seen it happen. But anyone who saw how Shox could be in very games, sometimes when it really went nuts, will know exactly what this is.
Prime, yeah, when they really took it to NIP. But there we go, flusha, KriMz, everybody just starting to lock down on these sites. There's a man advantage now, and there it is. flusha, the flusha that we saw earlier, essentially, just coming to life. NBK will find JW, but the remaining 2 members here for Fnatic consolidating the defense, and there's only 15 seconds left on this A site. There's the first shot attempt by NBK, but he's not able to get it done. And in large part due to flusha, they're going to be able to hold the defense steady. And Fnatic actually getting another round on the board here, so important. And they actually look, I mean, very focused right now. olofm,
yeah.
It's not the smiles, it's definitely a...
No, this has to be the turnaround moment. I mean, Fnatic can still get a lot out of this first half here if they just manage to pick up a number of rounds right now, but they got to shut Envy down. Got to say I'm impressed by how well Envy have been playing. They came in with a lot of focus into this grand finals already. Happy going to be taking down flusha. And waiting now over at long doors. Pronax. Oh, if they all come for him, that's going to get rough.
Can you imagine how brutal it would be for Fnatic if they actually lost this round? And there's only one man on this A site, so they're already going for a gamble right now, Fnatic. They put 3 guys on the B site, so they're hoping that EnVy are going to try to go for that B split execute again. Or if they can pick somebody up, but JW, caught asleep, doesn't pull the trigger there and allows him to get behind headshot box. Fresh smoke goes down to block him off. He's going to try to get the timing down, but it's just not meant to be this time. And, well, EnVy, they have options.
They're going out long. Pronax in a position that people don't always check just because it's a little bit weird when you're there, especially if you're alone. Could be a big risk, so he might get away with at least the first kill. The question is if he can pick up the following one. He's going to peek a little bit early, and Happy's there to take him out, losing patience at the end. Now, how are they going to retake this? They're a man down. They've got almost no grenades, no armor on JW. They need a sick crossing kill here from JW, and the bomb is already being planted. They don't even need to cross.
Oh, and there's olofmeister rolling in, takes out kioShima. First of many, perhaps, here for Fnatic, except that it's only really olofmeister in any kind of position where you can get people on the site. Happy already lurking his way through, catches the man on Cat, just pins olofmeister to the wall, and spots the second man going up B slope as well. Now for EnVy, they should have a clear idea of what Fnatic are up to. They're already starting to spread out across this map on the hunt. They've got the money to go for this. They can afford to give up some guns to get this AWP off of JW.
Oh, Happy almost caught the timing then. It's an important kill from KriMz. These rifles are super valuable to Fnatic right now. They're the only thing that can really keep them in this half at the moment. Shox gets the 1 kill. KriMz picks off another one, but coming up from behind, it's Happy as well, and he's going to get that kill. Quad kill from Happy. Really nice round from him.
And all starting for, basically, I believe, when he picks off flusha at the beginning. So it's just like one shot after another, and Happy just systematically wrecking the defense. Oh, this is completely contrary to what we expected going into this, because seeing as how Fnatic are at the top of the food chain right now, and also no slouch on Dust too. The fact that EnVy are able to just come in here and dominate 8 rounds, and they're still going.
Well, it's always a question of whether they could win. I mean, Thor was pointing out that in his opinion, he felt like this is one of the few maps where EnVy actually might have a decent chance of beating Fnatic, but not like this, right? Not in what's about to be a 9-2 lead here. That's just incredible, isn't it?
Well, that's also the other thing when you kind of judge where it's like it's been a struggle for EnVy. They haven't had those decisive wins. I mean, we haven't hit that win yet, but it's looking pretty damn good right now. EnVy with 9-2. I mean, if they continue to press forward like this, they're still putting, I mean, look at this. They're still putting Fnatic in these awkward buy situations. Fnatic now, olofmeister, Glass Cannon, AWP. The other ones, they're all around 33, 35. It's like FAMAS and nades. There's the M4 and Pronax, but again, he skimps on the helmets just so he can buy a flash nade. That's how broke Fnatic are right now. They really don't have much to work with, and this makes EnVyUs' jobs that much easier.
A lot of flashbangs raining on over, and JW going to get caught right in the middle of long. And olofmeister will fall back. AWP pre-fire, though, from Shox. He walks right into it. He was crouched as well. Saw it coming. Another round that just is not working out. EnVy, they are ripping Fnatic apart here.
1 kill onto Happy there, but he nearly picked up his second. There's KriMz actually battling his way forward, takes out NBK and swaps up for the AWP. And again, is it Fnatic really just going to be backing off, trying to hold? Is KriMz going to set up for Longhouse? He very well could. But EnVy at this point don't really care about giving up guns. They've got plenty of money to keep buying, so it's not the end of the world for them. The important bit is for Fnatic basically to stay alive and hold on to these rifles because they're desperately going to need it. And a lot of this, I mean, these rounds right now is just decisive play by EnVy. Essentially, they're getting these entry frags, and it's just like every single time they get the entry frags, they don't really stop. They just keep going. They keep applying the pressure. And so Fnatic have so little time to react to what's actually going on. Get into a good place to hold? No. Everything's already been wiped out by the time you get there.
Well, that's also why I was requesting that Fnatic would try and push a little bit more aggressively, because then at least EnVy might still be super hot right now, but at least they won't get to play their style of game, right? See, when Shox walks out long and gets to take those fights with Pronax, he's so confident he's going to win them every single time. What if the pressure was back on them instead? Now it's going to be a B-rush coming in here. KriMz with the AWP going to jump up, and it's a double kill in one shot. KriMz takes out 2, flicks and misses, but the flashbang is there. Leg shot to follow up. What a round from KriMz already. Can they bring it back here? EnVy, it's just going to be Happy left in a 1v3 and not going to make it work. JW finishes it off, but that was a sick round from KriMz.
And that's got a best case scenario, right? Peek into hallway, they're all stacked up for you with the op. I mean, we saw it happen for Keo earlier where he got that triple spray down and an assist. But there you go. Just jump up, line up, and get the shot. Wow. Now Fnatic, they need more like that.
They do need a lot more like that, don't they? 10-3. I don't know, at 10-5, even if they do that and they still win the pistol round on the follow-up half, it'll be rough. There's NBK taking out Pronax. Trying to be sneaky and walking in over at long doors.
Shox not going to be able to close that angle far enough to pick off olofm. olofm could try and return. That bomb is waiting right there up top on Cat with SmithZz, and if olofm peeks, he could get the shot, and they nearly line up for him. So close to pulling that off. olofm manages to get out of dodge, but NBK takes out flusha long in the meantime, and it's going to come down to JW. Kind of split up at this point, needs to hit that shot on the man in pit, but he's about to get caught in a crossfire because there's a man on Cat as well. Preliminary Molotov to go down on the site, and SmithZz catches JW out in the open.
Oh, wow. And JW actually hit the shot on NBK in pit. It just went through the ground as well, so he's down to 7. Grenade is going to rain in here and soften up just a little bit. Actually, it does very nearly nothing. Must have landed on the box then, and it's 2v3. And a retake that Fnatic have to go for. No choice really here. A lot of damage being pulled out to SmithZz losing up at Goose. olofm keeps fighting. And again, he's very nearly dead. NBK, but coming up from behind, they haven't realized it's Happy. KriMz takes out one. He's going to get caught by Happy, who's having essentially the half of his lifetime here. This is really impressive.
And it's a total turnaround from what we saw from him with the AWP versus Hellraisers earlier today, where he just couldn't seem to make it work to the point where he gave up on the gun altogether and just went back to the M4. Now, all of a sudden, landing every shot.
Wow. Fnatic do not look excited at all. Can't really blame them either. Happy's got 15, 0, and 8. Definitely a strong performance right now.
This is catastrophic for them. Again, in the force buy, again, no nades. It's just going to be 3 rifles, and it comes down to the work, basically, the teamwork, as they manage to split up the attention. JW will take out Shox, and this is definitely looking like it should be at least a Fnatic round. 2v5 scenario, and Happy with that AWP holding upper dark. They figured it out, though, and they could have 3 guys rushing him. SmithZz in T-spawn, pinned down, looking for the shots, but he's getting pre-fired down now, and he is going to fall eventually to JW, who gets the job done with that AK. But Happy now the last man alive here for EnVy in this 15th round. And there's one. Oh, and he nearly hits 2 through the smoke.
Gotta be careful here, but I mean, he's sandwiched in. Not a lot that you can do from this position. Even if you're Happy, it's a little bit difficult to get out of this one. That round here from Fnatic, though, finally one where they actually play aggressively. They take some of the pacing back in the game and say, all right, now we're no longer playing your game, EnVy. We're going to play our game. Happy picks out one more and eventually dies to Pronax. So 11-4 first half. Great result from the home team. Very, very solid performance from EnVy. So that was a real pleasure to watch.
Yeah. That was so thorough.
Yeah.
One step after another. And basically just showing no fear. When you're talking about like showing no fear versus your opponent, where you're not thinking so much about what they're going to do to you, you're thinking about what you're going to do to them after you get this entry, right? And then you walk forward, you get that entry. They were playing by feel that round almost for EnVy, because they would get that kill, and nearly every single time they just speed up behind it. They keep the pressure on. They do not let Fnatic get comfortable on the site or set up the positions that would stop that push from going through. Every single time, EnVy just smashed them after that initial frag. And look at that, Shoxy already with the entry frag on JW in this half.
They're going to come out of middle again. Shox waiting inside CT spawn here. What's great is that Fnatic are running the exact same pistol strength that EnVy did, but EnVy is they're making the defense look so much better as well. kioShima picking up a kill. More headshots attempted, but not going to get them. He's still alive and escaping inside the bomb site. He gets the kill. And now the bomb attempted from KriMz. Going to force one in, but Happy's there to finish it off. And that's a huge win for EnVy. They ran the exact same strat. Leave one guy top mid, run a chain of people into upper dark, leave one guy behind, then run out middle, and then collapse on the B-bomb side. The only problem is, before they got to B, they lost 2, and that did not happen to EnVy on the first half.
Exactly. It's just the damage was done from that entry frag to begin with on Shoxy's side and mid, taking out JW like that. And from there on out, again, EnVy just maintaining the momentum, maintaining the man advantage. Constantly beating up on Fnatic. And look at EnVy right now. No, not too many SMGs. I mean, there's only MP9 really picked up on Shoxy, but sometimes you'll see them get cheeky and just stick on a 5-7. Or even the Scout for NBK. But this time around, they go straight to the FAMASs. They know what's coming for them. They know that the Tech 9s are being bought up on the other side.
Oh, that's annoying. Fnatic waiting for that smoke to clear, and then it gets down again. kioShima goes down without killing anyone. And Shox with an MP9, in fact, going to take one. Still got 22, but ends up dropping. It's a good headshot from olofm, which is going to give Fnatic a one-man lead, and really good stuff from flusha. Staying in T-spawn, spotting 2 people, and now they have to worry about him as they come in into upper dark here. They know he's going to be shooting them in the back, essentially. In fact, Happy's already very low, but NBK will take care of it. 3v3 now.
olofm cannot get it done. NBK will take him out. There's JW, though, and we're into the 1v1. And so much time has ticked off this bomb. Now, can he find a kid, SmithZz, or is he going to get caught out in the open? JW playing with it, but SmithZz will make the kill happen.
There's no kit on SmithZz. If JW stays alive for another 2 seconds, that's probably going to be the round right there for Fnatic. Instead, SmithZz in the very last second is going to win it, and 13-4. I think that's just pure frustration play from JW.
Yeah, and you can see SmithZz also, I mean, for a second there, it almost looked like this grin where he's like, did you see that? Like, that's not supposed to happen, but it did make it happen.
That's what it means being under pressure, because JW essentially had won that round already. If you just play safe in the window, SmithZz is done.
Yeah. Instead, he takes the peek, and I mean, that's also confidence. That's JW right there in a nutshell. He takes the peeks, he will take the re-peek, and then, like, statistically, he wins those. But it just so happens that this time around, he's not able to make it work, and Happy is going to find the initial kill in this round. Yeah, kioShima takes out flusha.
It's also the thing is, if you peek in that situation, you play the statistics. If you play it safe, you 100% win it. So there are no statistics in the other scenario, which is why playing safe right there was definitely the way to go. But I think that's what it means to be behind this far. When you're 9 rounds down, you start making mistakes like these. So JW trying to pick up for it here. Gets a good headshot in, and another one to pick off Happy now. It's going to be up to Shox 1v3. Stuck in CT spawn, and JW definitely making up for last round with that triple.
Yeah, JW's pissed off now. Like, okay. I know I messed up last round. I'll go ahead and make it up for you guys here. Those were 3 decisive kills, and he was actually running around all over the place with like 18 HP as well. So if somebody just manages to tag him up, that is it. olofm with the double entry frag at long as well. Fantastic work from him with that Galil. Final shot was a headshot on NBK. So that's actually going to put Envy back to square one here. P250s and a P2000 on Shoxy. So now we get to see exactly what Envy are capable of with the pistols, but Fnatic are fully equipped, and I don't think that they're going to give any room to Envy to work with here.
Well, grenade down, not really, and does 1 damage to NBK, but Happy falls very low indeed. Maybe Fnatic get a bit of a chance to find their way back into this game here. It is definitely not over. When you're talking about the best team in the world, it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until they've got another 3 rounds on the board, Envy, you're right. Not much to be said about this round, however.
Well, actually, they might be able to catch JW here, which would be a really big steal. Take the AW here and run, and actually look at Fnatic. They're scrambling to get here. JW, nice close range shot. Very nearly stabbed Shoxy with the AW before he clicked the trigger, and kioShima up on Catwalk, going to be running in. It goes down to Pronax as well. And Fnatic will pick up another round and keep fighting a little while longer. See how far they can push it here. And 6-13, which is about to be the scoreline. Where's the scoreline here? Envy not able to buy just yet. This is actually giving Fnatic some space to move around with. Also some sort of economic foundation in case Envy start to win more rounds again. Then Fnatic aren't completely out of this game yet.
What's wild is that right now, it's like JW, KriMz, and olofm, they're all sitting at pretty much dead even scores with Envy as far as the frags are concerned. So even with only 6 rounds on the board, they're keeping up. And there you go, Pronax, JW in this round, cleaning house. That bomb dropped on Cat means that Fnatic can't really give up control here. They need to make sure that Envy can't push forward. More importantly, they don't want Envy picking up that gun either.
Gotta be a little bit careful here. They're only 1 man up, and there are a couple of people up on Catwalk there, though. The grenade from JW, last man Shox coming through the smoke. Another really great round. It was a triple kill from JW again. He's playing out of his mind right now. I was on him a little bit for that one mistake there, but again, the pressure is kind of hard to deal. It was a little bit easier for us to try and figure out what maybe the ultimate theoretical play is. Well, right now, he's definitely stepping it up. Look at that, 19 kills. What on earth?
Shots? The shots? No, nothing going. Well, now already, there we go. I mean, basically, this is standard stuff coming out from Fnatic. Nothing too crazy for them, although they do take a very passive approach to long, not even putting anybody up there watching towards long house. We may have JW now starting to make his way over there, just to make sure that Envy can't push out, but a very quick take of mid, and they're actually starting to close in on B site. This is unorthodox right here. Pronax taking point.
They're getting so much out of the great flashbang, though. kioShima, team worked in. Gonna pick up that one, and now flusha spraying on through. He has to run back for the Molotov, and actually takes a lot of damage there, Shox. Gotta be careful about that one.
They actually canceled out that Molotov with another smoke. So that's 2 smokes going down there to block off Upper Dark.
Oh, how is NBK here? He's in the middle of everything. If they walk forward and he drops JW with the bomb, but olofm sees it and takes him out. That looked like a genius position from NBK, but nothing comes of it. So we're back into 4-4 with about 40 seconds left. Someone looking for an opening here. SmithZz gonna get the leg shot in. He's very low on health. He might go down. 1 grenade is all it takes. Can they land it? Oh, he gets a shot, and there it is. The grenade to finish off SmithZz. flusha takes out Shox. Now the bomb being planted. Happy, can he stop it? 28 seconds, gets the 1 kill. Keeps spraying, catches 1 more right through the smoke. And now it's on flusha to try and stop it. It's planted for him. Might be able to run up, gets a quick shot, keeps spraying. Oh, but it's not going to be enough. kioShima, plenty of time for the defuse, and it's going to be 14-7. What a sick round from both teams.
From both teams, a lot of players had flash rounds right there. Happy with his lurking goose, his usual lurking goose as well. That is his preferred position in this situation on the A site. Manages to step forward and take out JW as well. The fact that they were both so very low, but this was a ludicrous headshot from flusha as well onto Happy as he comes up on Cat. That was just like locks on, gets the tap, and opens up that site. Luckily, Keo was able to react in time, and they are able to stabilize. Envy now on 14 rounds. Fnatic wishing they had a little bit more of a buffer. Wishing that they had just got a couple more rounds on CT side, but it's not the case. So pressure is on for them.
Oh, SmithZz waiting up here with the AWP. Got to be very careful about trying to fight him here. And MBK has the scout, so we're going to see that back in action. We saw how well that worked against Dignita, so why not? Shox very aggressive here, trying to catch JW, the top fragger now, down to 3 health. And Shox might be in a bit of a pickle here. They're coming for him. He flashes his way into a kill on flusha. And now walking around. This is so cheeky.
That flash was like pure perfection. Picks up another one. NBK in the meantime took out KriMz, but there's Pronax finally finding the headshot onto Shoxy. This is all Happy actually getting overwhelmed at long. Gotta be careful here, Envy. Yes, you may have the bomb at top mid, but you cannot afford to give up frags. Give Fnatic room to work with, and they will punish you.
There's time as well for Fnatic to run around the map and look for 1 more kill and maybe make it a 2v2 here. 40 seconds, not a lot of time, but it's possible that they can make it back into this round.
Not sure if NBK spotted the man there, actually. He's fallen back into a position where he could just attempt a headshot. Now he looks through T-spawn, but that could have been the bait to try and get this bomb. Is he going to be able to get it? olofm getting shot, and there you go. NBK spots him out. 27 seconds left now. There's so little time to make this play from. And Pronax, he's got the AWP now. He's going to be looking for that shot on NBK.
Yeah, SmithZz is covering up on short, and that's going to be the really big problem here for olofm. Could he actually get up here with the smoke as well, trying to see if he can cross it over? He has to go for a straight plant once he gets there. So if anyone interrupts him, that's it. Game over. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He has to jump for it, and there it is. No! NBK takes him out through the box with a jump scout. And Pronax is going to be left alone, and that's going to be map point here for Envy. 15-7. That jump scout again and again.
Yeah, he's just so good at knowing the right positions. An element that's so incredibly powerful. But this play from Shox, he's just all the way out by his lonesome, and he still gets 2 kills out of it. He had support from his teammate as well. And that was some sick stuff from Shoxy, and there you go. They're going for some of the aggression right now, Envy, and that it does help that they have such a big cushion to work with as well, so they can afford to start throwing some curveballs at Fnatic to make sure that Fnatic, their lives are as difficult as possible right now on this first map.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely it. I mean, they got essentially 8 rounds to throw away before they have to play overtime here. So we could see even more craziness if Fnatic try and bring it closer. Happy's right here. SmithZz does get picked off, though. They line up for him. He gets the 1. A very scary moment there as they actually did stand in front of each other. Down on long, NBK is going to come running through. It's not a scout this time. It's the M4 instead, and it's a straight headshot to take down Pronax. Just going to leave them in a 3v3, looking for a little bit more. NBK is just raining down hell upon them. They're taking so much damage, just trying to get up to the site. Second pick off from NBK leaves flusha and KriMz, and this might be Dust 2 right here. It's a 2v2 situation. Bomb not down yet, and both Envy members are right in front of the bomb site. NBK comes charging off for the triple. Pistols out now. KriMz alone, and he gets NBK finally. But can he deal with Shox?
That's the question. That smoke is going to clear fairly soon here. 30 seconds left now, and KriMz wondering where is he coming from. He hears the crowd making noise as well, so that's going to take him off. That bomb plant, I mean, look at this. Shoxy just trying to change up the angle. We've got 2 points of view on KriMz, though, so let's go ahead and switch it back. Shoxy waiting down in CT. And on the A side, KriMz with 15 seconds left. The problem is, the longer he waits, KriMz, Shoxy's going to realize that this isn't a fake, and there we go. Starts moving forward, he's going to be closing in.
And KriMz trying to stay put up there. Shox is very close. Jumping with the M4 is not exactly the greatest tool ever, but now you're going to see him straight headshot. And Envy take away Dust 2 with an absolutely mind-bending performance here. Shutting out Fnatic entirely off this map.
And that's the terrific play right here. This is a best of 3, and they just picked up their map. First one right off the bat. And looking so cool and collected as well there.